Hello. So I thought to do a quick video for the experience I had. I all of a sudden I just remembered that I have never told anyone about the incident I faced in Istanbul, and that was a very close call for me. But I think you should know who are going to travel for the first time in Istanbul. So, what happened last year in the month of March? I traveled with my mother and my daughter in Turkey. I went there for 15 days, and in two places I was almost scammed. How? It took me a little bit of time to understand that I was getting scammed. If you give a search in the internet, I was all of a sudden I had some time, a little bit of lazy afternoon. So I was searching that did anybody went through my situation or not, but I couldn't find anybody said about something about similar kind of experience. But let me share with you what happened with me. So I actually, on the first day, after I reached Istanbul, I went to the Topkapi Palace. And that day, actually, I went to the Topkapi Palace and the some small other places like Blue Mosque, not small places. So what I meant, the nearby places of Fatih, and I stayed in Fatih actually, and I just visited those places, and later on the next day, I actually left for Izmir. So that day, when the day it was walking walking tourism day for me, because Istanbul is a very congested city in the old Istanbul. I'm talking about the old Istanbul. And there is actually not much option. You have to walk or you have to take the metro, or that's it. That's how it is, because roaming around by car is not an option. So what happened? We went there for first time, and actually, whatever the arrangement was done, starting from the cars to the day planning, everything was done by one of my travel agent. And what they did, my travel agent was located in my country, and they had an agreement with another company in Turkey. So what they did, every point we went, they gave their licensed guide. In Turkey, it's a big business, it's a big income source for the people who want to work with the tourism. They have the options for them, and you will get a good licensed or the registered guide who will talk about wherever you go, because Turkey is a gold mine for history. If you want to go to the ruins, you must listen to the story behind the ruins. Otherwise, there is no use of it. You'll go there and you'll see some broken temple, or you will see some marbles, and you will think, well, what the heck are these? Those kind of things. Because seriously, if you don't know the history, you have to listen to that at that time. Like checking at the stadium or the Colosseum at that time, if you don't know the history, you don't know how many seats are there, you won't feel, or you won't get the vibe that what is it about. Anyways, the whole day I just roam around in here and there, and many good places I have seen. And at some point somebody said that in Cappadocia there was a -1 degree Celsius temperature at that time was going on, and it may go down. And listening to that, I was a little bit of in worry, because I had very light jacket. Very light jacket means it can be worn in the spring, but not in the winter. So I was not actually prepared. And I told my guide that I was there for the first time, and it was the first day. And I was saying, see, I'm going to move tomorrow in Izmir. So could you help me out to where to get a jacket somewhere around here? That's the biggest mistake I did. Anywhere you go, you never tell your guide, or if any person from the travel agency who will be there with you, never ever ask to them that you need this, you need to buy them. What they will do, they will just lead you to the store where they can make some money and make fool out of you. Seriously, in my opinion, that is making fool out of me. She just took me. It was a lady. The guide was a lady, and she just took me. After the whole day, she said, like, yeah, we will have some time after you finish the monuments, and then I can take you to a very good store where you'll get the discounts as well. So she took me to a store. What happened? I liked a jacket, and actually, the first time I saw that jacket in some other store. And luckily, I saw that store when I was seeing that store. I mean, on the way, I actually liked a jacket, and that was a local product of Turkey. And I looked at it and I checked the price. I just turned the price, and I saw it was something around 32. No, sorry, it was something around 5,500 lira. So 5,500 lira at that time, it was not, no, 5,500 lira. Sorry, not 50, I'm sorry. It was probably 5,500. No, 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 I'm wrong. It was probably 2,700 lira. I mean, it's about a year, so I don't remember exactly. I have to see the conversion rate, because when I converted, I saw the jacket was around something like 5,500 taka in my currency. And it was really a bearable price. I can afford it. So I saw the price, and I was saying, like, yo, like 5,500 just on the beginning first day, and that much of money. I mean, I didn't want to spend too much, but I asked her. She was saying that you can get a better price than that. I said, okay, because the store I saw, they were quite good, quite luxurious store. And after the price, they're going to add some VAT tax. So it will be something around probably 6,000 or a little bit more than 6,000 taka. And then I was saying, and then it's fine. No big deal. I can deal with it. She took me to another store. She said, this is a good store. They have a lot of products, and you'll find a lot of options. What happened to me, the jacket was those kind. Once you see them and you immediately fell in love with that. That was that kind of jacket. I entered the store. The moment I entered the store, and the woman, means our guide, spoke to the store manager, and she was actually her friend. What I understood, that she was a lady as well. And she spoke to another guy. He just the moment another guy arrived, he's also a representative inside. She was attending me, and he said, like, yo, don't worry, I will show you our best products. So the moment I entered in the store, and I just gave a glance in the rack, and I found that exact jacket. And I said, I don't need to see much because I like that jacket. Could you bring it? And he said, yeah, 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 why not? You have a look. And I just turned around, and I remember it was written 900 lira. Yeah, it was written 900 lira. And I was quite stunned because it was less than half of the price of that store. And I was thinking, I was really grateful that our guide actually took us to a store where price is really half. And I'm happy about it because I wanted to save some money. So because you have a plan of 15 days to going many places, and my main purpose was not shopping, of course. My main purpose was looking at the country, check out all the cities. That's what I went. I visited 7 cities of Turkey. So I thought like, okay, let's not spend too much. At least it's workable. And I came in the time of spring so that I don't need too much, heavy jackets or so. Trust me, for more than 40 minutes, that guy showed me not only the jacket I liked, he showed me at least 5 to 6 jackets, and he just buttering me. And after I liking it, and he actually slaughtered 200 lira more. Actually, that became 700. And then what? All of a sudden, my daughter was saying like, "Can I take this leather jacket?" And I was thinking like, okay, now I can save some money, so I can grab a jacket for my daughter as well. Though my daughter had a good warm sweater, but still, I don't want to, break her heart because she really liked a leather jacket. What happened? She gave it to me, and she said, "In total, you got it's 1,500." She didn't mention. The guy was so cunning, who was attending me. He said it's 1,500. I just lessen you up on the both side. I lessen 200, 200, 400 lira. So that is good enough for her. I said, yeah, that's fantastic. So I just walked into the counter and I was handing over my Amex card, the CT Amex card, American Express. And I was thinking like, yeah, my Amex card got quite a good amount of dollar endorsed. So I thought like, okay, I can use this one because the rest of the money I could use from my Visa card, and I kept that for my on the way usage. Trust me, the moment the guy gave the products, one leather jacket and one my jacket, and he just left it with the counter. That was the trick. He left it with the counter, and actually, I saw the price tag. And you know how the lira actually the lira symbol, that is, you write a T and there's like two uh, lines in the middle. That's how lira is written. So the price is written in lira, not dollar. And the lady's saying, okay, so this is your bill. Your total is $1,500 American dollar. I said, hold on a second. What did you say? 15. I said, no, miss, you're just mistaken. It's not $1,500. It will be 1,500 lira, not dollar. Because it's a common sense. When you're going to some other countries, your price will be written in their own currency. People will try to make you fool. Don't be fool. Use your brain. So the first thing came in my mind, like, just it was a reflex. And I said, listen, ma'am, you're getting it wrong. The counter lady was looking at me like I'm a stupid. I said, no, I'm quite correct. It's written because I saw the tags. And she said, no, ma'am, I remember exactly the word. She said, it's 45,000 lira. I said, hold on a second. What are you saying? I spent here 45 minutes. He just hold me up for 2 jackets, and you're saying 2 jackets which are made in Turkey, it will cost me 45,000 lira? I mean, I was stunned for a moment, and just at that time, she already took my card, and she said, yeah, I already broke the, what do you call it? The price tag, so you have to take it now. Now the scam stars started to show their colors. I said, listen, I cannot buy 45,000 lira, though I had in my card, but it was not the thing I wanted to buy, right? And I was saying, like, listen, 45,000 lira, these two jackets, local products, I mean, come on. I was almost felt like to cry, and I was really hoping for it that my card doesn't work. That is what I was praying inside me. And she was like looking at and those two people who actually bought me there, our travel guide, she just, somehow she sneaked out from the store. She was standing outside. I could see her here from the window. And the guy who actually tried to make me fool with teaming up with my guide, he just sneaked out from there upstairs. And I was so angry. But I thought, like, okay, let's not shout because this thing, I have to go really calmly. Because I understood they're just trying to, because, they are telling the lie on my face. They're showing me a um, lira written price tag, and they're saying it's dollar. I said, listen, this is lira. I know the sign of lira. Don't tell me this is dollar. If it's dollar, I'm not gonna buy this. Then the counter lady she's a little bit of like mid-age woman, a little bit older than me, and she's like holding on the, no, we bought it for you, and these are already built. I said, how it's built? It just came to your counter. You need to prepare the bill. That's all. No, no, no. It's already built from the second floor and blah blah blah. All those things. I said, 45,000 lira. I really don't want to, spend that much of money for that kind of quality and all those things. At some point, I already said on their face, I said, listen, 45,000 lira jacket, I would never buy a local product of Turkey. I would rather go for a Gucci or a Christian Dior or maybe a Louis Vuitton. But I would never buy something like that for a local product. Don't tell me all these things. Anyways, you want to take $1,500? Okay, go ahead, swipe. I was crossing my finger and I was just hoping that my card doesn't work because the Amex card is a tricky one. It doesn't work everywhere. And voila, it was my lucky day and the card didn't work. The lady was saying that, do you have another card? I said, no, I don't have another word. My card is not working here. I'm sorry. Probably my bank. She swiped my card for 3, 4 times so that it works at some point because she was thinking maybe something is wrong with their machine or so. Thank God my card didn't work. Thank God at that time. Because otherwise I would have, given them 45,000 lira just out of nothing. Two jackets. One jacket was simply, it was not a real leather. It was a fake leather. And another one was not even a leather jacket. That was something else. It's a good looking jacket, but it was not that expensive, that's for sure. But the point is, they were selling me a 700 lira jacket for $1,500. I mean, no, $700, 700 lira jacket for $700, not for lira. I mean, who does that? I mean, I was watching and I was thinking, like, thank God the luck was that day with me. Yes, I can buy, but that doesn't mean I have to buy that kind of bullshit. I walked out. I actually charged the lady. I said, what exactly you were doing outside? She was scamming me. And she was so surprised looking at me. Oh, say, oh, really? How? And she said, oh, they're not a good store, then I will show you another one, which is cheaper than that. I said, hey, it's okay. I don't need a jacket. I will work out whatever I have in my bag. Don't worry, just leave me in the hotel. That's it. I just came back that day and I called not that day. After I visited all seven cities, and I came back again to Istanbul. That day, one of my friend invited me for iftar. It was the Ramadan time already started, and when I met my friend in iftar, I just shared with him the story, and he said, "You know what? You just got rid of a scammer just because of you were so lucky and your card didn't work. You know what happened last time? One of a Bangladeshi guy came to Istanbul, and he exactly got into the same trap. And my friend had to release him from police station, and that guy ended up giving them $6,000. $6,000. He had to borrow money from my friend. Unbelievable. He was also stuck with a leather jacket. I swear. I mean, if you're not alert, if you are not really not alert, they can scam you in many ways. You won't even understand. Just be careful, because these people will tell you whatever they need to tell you to loot you. So just be careful. Look at the tags, look at the prices, whatever they're saying, because they will act like they don't speak English. Trust me, the store people, good store people, they know English. They can speak English, they understand English. Not difficult one, but the basic one, they all understand. And the second thing is money, currency, they understand better than English. So don't worry about it that somebody is not understanding, but when it's come to the price, they understand better than you. So don't get scammed. I got, I was almost robbed in Istanbul like this on the very first day. And I was quite awake after that. And similar kind of thing was about to happen in Izmir as well, because that was not only me, that was like the whole team. I was roaming around in Izmir on the first day. I mean, I'm talking about just the next day. And the the tour guide over there, because it was a different guide, and the tour guide over there, he took us to many places, many fantastic places, like the Ephesus, then the temples and everywhere. And at some point, end of the trip, he just took us to a leather factory, and they showed us some beautiful youngsters. They were working with the leather jackets and leather products like the pants, the shoes, and other stuff. And they were showing the fashion show. And those some of us actually we had to walk with them. We thought it's just a touristic thing and having fun. And the end of the story, what they did, that guy pushed us to a leather store, product store, like the jackets, the money bags, the wallets, the bags, and other stuff, full of other stuff of that factory. And he was literally pushing us to buy. And because of the other day, I had the experience of the scam. And that day I was like, no, 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 I don't. And they were doing the same thing. Trust me, they were following the same path. He said this leather jacket is 500 lira. And when I went to the counter, I was not even willing to buy. The guide was pushing me. At some point, he said, at the counter, the guy said, it's $500. I said, no, dude, this is 500 lira. I, I totally asked clearly. So they said lira, not dollar. You're getting it wrong. Lira and dollar is not same. And then he just quitted. Anyways, this was my story, and I hope you guys get help out of it. Thank you. Let me know how did you like.